All right, guys, and today we have the Immortal Iron Fist and the Immortal Weapons Omnibus. And this is the Iron Fist that came out in 2006. It has issues 1 to 27. It also has Immortal Iron Fist Annual 1, the Immortal Iron Fist Orson Randall, and the Green Mist of Death one-shot. Iron Fist, the Origin of Danny Rand one-shot, Civil War Choosing Sides, Immortal Iron Fist, Orson Randall, and the Death Queen of California one-shot, Immortal Weapons 1 to 5, which is a miniseries, and Immortal Weapons Sketchbook 2008. And the Immortal Iron Fist Omnibus is solid, though, if I'm going to be honest, I don't think it's a great one. The first half is Ed Brubaker and Matt Fraction's run on Iron Fist, and generally it's considered the best Iron Fist run of all time. And basically it's Danny having to return home while also having to deal with Hydra, while also dealing with the Immortal Weapons, while trying to protect his friends and family. It's just juggling a whole load of shit when it comes to storylines. I do think that the first arc in this run is great. It's high-speed action, it throws Danny right into it, and the second arc just kind of descends a little bit for me in the middle, and it's decent. It has some really cool fights, and it's Danny dealing with the leader of Hydra, which is really cool, and it's fun, but it's just nothing special for me, and that's kind of what took it away. And then the final arc is really short, and it focuses on Danny going back to kind of just living a normal life, setting up his funds to help people, and teaching kids how to fight in a dojo. So overall, it's kind of a nice ending in that run. And the second half of this run is created by Dwayne, and I'm not even going to say his last name because I do not want to butcher it, but you can see his last name right on the cover, and it's actually, to me, to be honest, a more entertaining arc, or two arcs. A creature that has hunted the Iron Fist forever is here to try to kill Danny after Danny learns that every Iron Fist, or almost every Iron Fist, dies by the age of 33, and he turns, of course, 33 in this arc, leaving for a very fun fight to the near death, and then Danny having to team up with his friends to stop this creature. This, to me, is one of my favorite arcs in this entire book. The second arc is Danny going with the Immortal Weapons, which are a group of people similar to him. They have their own special powers, but they go and descend into this kind of hell-like world, and they're trying to stop the invasion from coming. It's pretty brutal, but the safe ending to this whole arc kind of took it away from me. I will say, though, that the final issue for Dwayne's run and the last issue after that second arc is absolutely great. It just kind of tells you who Danny is and how much of a kind-hearted person he could be and what he could achieve if he puts his mind to it. The book, though, ends with the Immortal Weapons, which is a miniseries that is 5 issues, and it kind of just goes into their past and explains who they are and why they are today. And some of these are just excellent, like Fat Cobra's Dog Brother #1 or Tiger's Beautiful Daughter. Loved all those issues. I thought they were absolutely great. Whereas Orphan and Spider's, their stories were just okay and kind of took it down a little bit for me. But overall, this feels really uneven for me. That's what I'm trying to get at. There's some great parts, but then there's some really weak parts, but mostly it's just decent to good, and that's kind of where my score is. A lot of this volume I gave a 3, and 2 volumes I gave a 4, but I think the one-shots that are spread throughout here to kind of give the Immortal Iron Fist from the past, their backstory range from pretty good to outright bad, and there's an origin story that's way overlong here that's just put in the middle of the book. Totally kills the momentum. It was not needed. Nobody needed that. Not done in that way anyway. So overall, I want to rate this around a 2.5 to 3, but I'm going to go with a 3 because I want to talk about the art. Sometimes it's not great. There's really bad art at the very end of this book, but a lot of the times the art in this is really good. I love the way they were showcasing the martial arts in here. It actually looked like it was flowing on the pages, which to me is really hard to do in American comics. I think a lot of times they feel too stoic and static, but here I really enjoyed the fights for the most part. I thought they're really good when they connect the blows or when their hands light up and all that stuff. Looked really great, so I gotta give a little bit credit to the art. It really impressed me, and that is gonna boost the score to a 3 out of 5. So overall, I do think if you're a fan of Iron Fist, if you want to get to know him, this is a good starting point. I just don't think it's a great run. I wasn't blown away ever. I think there's some great stuff, but it wasn't just blowing me away the whole time, unfortunately. So what about you guys? If you like Iron Fist, what run do you think is better than this? Or do you think that the Ed Brubaker is the best run? Or do you think that Dwayne's run is the best? I'd love to hear your opinion. I hope you guys like this video. If you do, hit that like button. That always means a lot to me. But a big thing is hit the subscribe button, because I like to make these videos, and the more people that come and watch them, the more I want to make them. That's how it goes. But I hope you guys have a great day and enjoy reading some comics. I like that slogan. It's not great, but it works.